What's up, you guys? It's your girl Imani here, back for another video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys something that I am trying for my length retention journey, as you guys know that I am on, and it is onion juice. That's right, onion juice going into your hair. I've seen a lot of great results from this, and I'm really excited to give it a try just to strengthen my strands and just start this new journey. But the main reason I am starting this is not necessarily for me, it's actually for my son. After seeing some bald spots in his hair, we took him to the doctor and found out that he does have alopecia areata, and it is common in children, and the hair falling does happen for other reasons, but this is simply concoctions that I am trying to make to help him grow his hair back. So stay tuned. I'm going to show you guys how to make this concoction and exactly how we are going to just start this journey. So for this concoction, I'm using 1 whole onion, a clove of garlic, and a tablespoon of cayenne pepper. This recipe I actually found from another YouTuber who I'm going to link her video in the description box below, as she goes very into detail of why you're using each ingredient and just the benefits from it. So some people blend their ingredients and some people boil it. So I'm going to go ahead and boil the ingredients with about 16 ounces of water, which is how much that cup is that you see. And that was actually just enough to cover all of the ingredients. I didn't want much more water in it because I didn't want it to like completely wash out the benefits of the onions and garlic, but I didn't want a little bit of water to where, you know, I'm like sauteing my onions. So now I'm just going to let this sit on the stove until it gets to a boil. I'm just letting it boil for a couple seconds, as I don't want it to overboil and then it just like defeats the purpose. Then I'm going to use my pasta strainer, because I don't have a smaller one, to pour it into a bowl so that none of the onions or the garlic get into it, because then if it gets into my hair, it's just going to be a disaster trying to get it out. Then I am going to take my measuring spoon and measure out about a tablespoon worth of cayenne pepper and mix that well into the juice. So now that that's mixed up pretty well, I'm going to put it into my applicator bottle. And one thing I found was that it was silly for me to mix it up into this bowl because it made it really hard to get it in there. So I did have to transfer it into my measuring cup and then put it into the applicator bottle from there. And once that's all in, I'm going to go ahead and give it a good shake. You do want to give it a good shake because the cayenne pepper, no matter how hot it is, it tries to sink to the bottom. So always give it a good shake before you put it onto your scalp. And then I went ahead and I separated my hair into 4 sections, as I always do. And I do that just to make it a lot more easier for me to manage. It also feels like I am able to get to every section of my hair when I split it into smaller sections. So it's really up to you if you section your hair or not, or how many sections you have for your hair, but it helps me out a lot. So now I'm just going to give it one more shake before applying it to my scalp. And I'm going to warn you, like I should have warned myself, yeah, that's going to happen because it is not thick. It is water, and that was my little duh moment, but it is going to run down your head. So just be careful because it is onion juice and it can and will burn your eyes, which thankfully did not happen to me. Also, just to make cleanup a lot easier for you, I would recommend doing this over a sink or in the shower. I'm currently doing it over my sink just to catch any little droplets that are coming down. And then to stimulate my scalp, I am just giving it a nice scalp massage with my scalp massager. I usually use this when I'm shampooing my hair, but it works perfect when you are just trying to give yourself a good scalp massage. And sometimes, you know, your fingers just don't get into the thickness, but the scalp massager definitely does. So like I said, I'm going to leave the link to the video that I found in the description box below that goes into great detail about this concoction when I was doing my research. But of course, you should do your own research as well when it comes to hair loss and how to just grow your hair in general. But in my own research, I did find that onion juice is just an amazing way to help with hair loss, as well as the other ingredients listed in here. Just because they are like really high in sulfur, and sulfur is found within amino acids, which is a component of protein, and as we all know, protein is needed for growing strong, healthy hair. If you are low porosity like I am, you may want to stay away from proteins too much, but it is still needed every now and then for that strong hair and that length retention. It's also believed that onions can boost circulation, which is why you see me applying it directly to my scalp and then going into the rest of my hair, as well as using my scalp massager to like activate that stimulation. There have also been studies that show that women who use onion juice to wash their hair had a lot more hair growth than those who washed it with just tap water alone. So something worth giving a try. Then I'm going to cover my hair and sit with it for about 10 or 15 minutes. Anything longer, and honestly I think my scalp was going to burn because of that cayenne pepper, so be sure to wash it out no longer than that. And for my honey dip, I am just applying it directly to that bald spot that he has, just because I didn't want to put it all over his head. I just didn't feel like it was super needed. He keeps his hair short, so I'm just trying to activate that stimulation within that area, and of course using the scalp massager to do it. And that is all, folks. I'm excited to share this journey with you guys, so make sure you stay tuned, notification bells on, and I'll see you for the next one.